All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome into Jammin' Sports on this Wednesday. We have a doubleheader for you tonight. In fact, we'll be wrapping up Week 16 tonight of our current NFL sim season with our Sunday night and Monday night games. First up, the Sunday night game. It'll be the Minnesota Vikings and the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's start off with the Chiefs. They are currently tied with the the Las Vegas Raiders for first place in the AFC West. Whether the Chiefs win or lose, or if the Raiders win or lose the next game coming up, it doesn't really matter. It comes down to next week's game, the Chiefs and the Raiders. That'll be for first place. Regardless of what either team does tonight, that game next week between the Chiefs and the Raiders will determine first place and the division title. Both the Chiefs and the Raiders have already clinched at least a wild card in the playoffs. So I don't want to say it's a meaningless game. The Chiefs want to win it, but it all depends really what comes down to next week. For the Vikings, they come in at 8-6. Here's how the Vikings make the playoffs. If they beat the Chiefs tonight and they beat the Lions next week, and if the Packers lose to the Bears next week, then the Vikings are in. That's the Vikings' only path to the playoffs, is if they win tonight, win next week, and the Packers lose to the Bears next week. If the Vikings were to lose today, they still have an outside chance, but now they're dependent on what the Atlanta Falcons do. And the Arizona Cardinals. There's a lot of moving pictures, a lot of moving parts in this one. Evil Dead is taking the Chiefs in this one. Evil Dead is 137-83. He is, let's do the math, 54 games over 500. Viking Skywalker is 51-43. And Jax is 26-25. We'll talk more about the Raiders and Dolphins when we get there. That's the second game, and there's a lot riding on that one as well. All right, let's head out to Arrowhead Stadium for this one. Vikings-Chiefs here at Jammin' Sports. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Welcome into Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. It's the Vikings and the Chiefs. And welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along. The 8-6 Vikings, the 10-4 Chiefs. I told you the playoff scenarios at the top of the broadcast. They don't need to be repeated. But both teams trying to go into Week 17 with a better chance to better themselves in the playoffs. The Chiefs get the ball first, run away. Live from Arrowhead from the 3-yard line. On the return for Kansas City, bringing it back, number 81. That's Francis Floyd. And Floyd brings it out to the 28-yard line, and that's where Kansas City will have it, 1st and 10. Starting quarterback for the Chiefs, Corey Morris, the rookie out of LSU. The rookie has led them to a 10-4 record, tied with the Raiders atop the AFC West. Vikings currently in a battle with the Packers and Bears in the NFC Central. On 1st and 10, Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking. Morris throws down the middle and caught by James Cooper. And Cooper all the way out to the 43-yard line. They cross midfield. Get the yardage here. It'll be 22-7, 29 yards by James Cooper, the 9th-year receiver out of Texas Christian. And that'll be a Kansas City first down into Viking territory. Kansas City comes out 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. Morris hands off to Vaughn Manning, and Manning makes his way to the 39-yard line. A gain of 4. That's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Tackle made by Andrew Spencer, the 5th-year safety out of USC. 2nd and 6 for the Chiefs, just underway. Opening drive of the ball game. Chiefs from their own 39-yard line. 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. Morris hands off to Manning around the outside, and Manning to the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 3rd and 5. 6:50 and counting. Opening drive. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Morris under center. Morris drops back. He's going to take off, and Morris picks up the first down out to the 28-yard line. A gain of 10 yards for the rookie out of LSU, and a Kansas City first down. 6:20 and counting. Here in the first quarter, no score. Nice opening drive so far by the Chiefs. 4 wide, Morris under center. Morris drops back. Morris looking, rolls out, and Morris is going to take off. And Morris gets taken down the 20-yard line. Jim Florence on the tackle, the linebacker, in his 9th year out of Wake Forest. Somebody got shaken up for the Vikings. Number 92, John Lewis, the rookie defensive end out of South Florida. 2nd and 3 for the Chiefs at the Viking 20-yard line. Nice drive so far for Kansas City. Down to the Viking 20-yard line. Kansas City comes out 4 wide. Morris in the gun. Morris drops back. Morris looking and throws. Incomplete, out of the end zone. Just threw it away, and that'll bring up 3rd and 3 from the 20-yard line. Evil Dead is at pinball tonight. It's Wednesday. He might check in later. 3rd and 3 from the 20-yard line. Morris in the gun. In motion is Kerwin, the tight end. Morris drops back, throws underneath, caught by Kerwin, turns upfield, and down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 10. Tom Kerwin, the 2nd-year tight end out of Oklahoma, on the catch. A gain of 6, and that'll be a Kansas City first down. 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. Chiefs come out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Morris in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Morris looking. Morris throws outside and caught along the sideline by Justin Vaden, the 12th-year tight end out of Tennessee. A gain of 6 down to the 4-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 4. I think Kansas City can get a first down at about the half-yard line. On 2nd down, 4 wide, Morris in the gun. Hands off to Manning, and Vaughn Manning pushes forward to the 2-yard line. A gain of 2, that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Tackle made by Donovan St. Paul, the 4th-year linebacker out of Dayton. Under 5 minutes left in the first quarter. 3rd and 2 from the 2. In the offset eye, Morris under center. Morris to Manning. Touchdown, I think. No, down to the 1. He did not get in. It was close. Tackle made by number 59, Kerry Seymour, the rookie out of Oklahoma, the linebacker. Did he pick up the first down? I don't think he even got that. It'll be 4th and inches from the 1-yard line. Did the Chiefs go for it here? I'd be tempted to. They're going to kick a field goal. Phillip Marks from 18 yards to get the Chiefs on the board first. Kick is up, and it's good. Kansas City leads it 3-0. Thank you, Waldo. 4:24 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Our Week 16 Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. Chiefs lead the Vikings 3-0. Kansas City at 10-4, the Vikings at 8-6. This game for the Chiefs, I hate to say it, but it's effectively meaningless. There's the kickoff from the 3-yard line. On the return for Minnesota is number 23. Trying to figure out who that is. There he is, Luke Joyner, in his third year out of Virginia Tech. Starting quarterback Jay Foster, the fifth-year quarterback out of Michigan. Vikings will start from their own 24-yard line. Regardless if the Chiefs and the Raiders both win or both lose this week or tonight, or if one wins and the other loses, it doesn't matter. Their game next week will be for the division title. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Foster under center. Foster hands off to Maffa. And Phil Moffitt to the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard to be 2nd and 9. The Raiders do play next. They play the Dolphins for the Monday night game. Miami can wrap up home field advantage in the AFC playoffs with a win in that game coming up. 2nd and 9 from the 25-yard line. Foster in the gun. Maffa in motion. Foster throws to Maffa. Turns upfield. And Maffa, no gain. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Vikings. 3:40 left to play here in the first quarter. Vikings trying to avoid going 3 and out. 3 wide to the far side. Foster in the shotgun. 3rd and 9. Foster back. Foster looking in trouble, and he gets sacked back at the 14-yard line. A loss of 11. Arthur Randall, the 6th-year defensive tackle out of Harvard, on the tackle. It'll be 4th down, and the Vikings will have to punt. 3:24 left to play here in the first quarter. Chiefs lead it 3-0. On 4th down, James Spalding will come in, the rookie punter out of Baylor, punting from his goal line. Spalding gets the punt away. Be fair caught at the 43-yard line. Fair catch made by Francis Floyd. Floyd in his 3rd year out of Notre Dame. Corey Morris, the quarterback, comes back out to lead the offense for Kansas City. They're up 3-0 with 2:58 left to play here in the first quarter. Our Week 16 Sunday night game. We haven't picked a Sunday night game for next week yet. In all likelihood, it's going to be the Packers and the Bears. In fact, it is going to be the Packers and the Bears. That'll be for the division championship in the NFC Central. They hand off to Manning, and Manning to the 45, a gain of 2 yards. We'll go ahead and plug that in now while I got my mind on it. We'll go ahead and update the schedule for next week. Make that the Sunday night game. On 2nd and 8 from the 45-yard line, Morris looking. Morris throws outside and caught by Manning. Turns upfield. 4 yards out to the 49-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. 2:15 and counting here in the first quarter. Let's see. I believe it's Chicago at Green Bay. Yes, it is. That'll be for the division title. On 3rd down, Morris looking. Throws and caught by James Cooper out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 11, and that'll be a Kansas City first down. Updating my schedule here. First and 10 from the 41. Morris in the shotgun. In motion is Vaden, the tight end. Morris draws back, throws near side, caught by Vaden. Turns upfield to the 31-yard line. A gain of 9. That's going to bring up third and inches, or second and inches. On second and inches for the Chiefs at the Viking 31-yard line. Morris hands off to Manning. And Vaughn Manning close to the marker. I think he's got it. He picked up the half yard. First down, Kansas City. At the Viking 31-yard line. 52 seconds left here in the first quarter. Chiefs lead it 3-0. 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. First and 10. Morris looking. Throws outside. Caught by Cooper. Turns upfield. And Cooper out to the 23-yard line. A gain of 8. Been throwing to Cooper a lot. Tackle made by Andrew Spencer, the safety. We're down. Well, they stopped the clock with 36 seconds. Now it starts to run. 2nd and 2. Kansas City from the Minnesota 23-yard line. Morris in the gun. 4 wide. Morris back. Morris looking. Throws deep. And caught along the sideline by Cooper again. Down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 17. James Cooper catching everything. Somebody tell the Chiefs they have other receivers. It's been Cooper left, Cooper right, Cooper up the middle. 9th-year receiver out of Texas Christian. First and goal for the Chiefs at the Vikings 6-yard line. 24 seconds left in the quarter. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Morris in the gun. Morris looking. Morris throws near side and caught by Manning. His momentum takes him out of bounds. He actually lost 2 yards on the swing pass. It'll be 2nd and goal back at the 8-yard line. 12 seconds left here in the quarter. And now the clock runs. Will they get the play off in time? On 2nd and goal, Morris looking. Throws underneath. And incomplete. Cooper couldn't hold on. Broken up by Kerry Seymour, the linebacker, the rookie out of Oklahoma. The clock should start as soon as they set the ball here. Or maybe not. 4 wide, 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. Morris in the gun. Morris looking. Morris throws underneath. Caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Trey Graham on the final play of the first quarter. A 1-yard touchdown catch. The 6th-year receiver out of Washington State. And the Chiefs go up 9-0. He got upended right there, but he got in. And now the extra point by Philip Marks. Kick is up, and it's good. At the end of 1, Chiefs lead it 10-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. We go to the second quarter. Chiefs lead the Vikings by a score of 10-0. The first play of the second quarter will be the kickoff. Chiefs up by 2 scores. Philip Marks will kick. This will be from the 4-yard line. On the return, this will be number 24, Ace Ellington, out to the 27-yard line. Ellington in his second year at I was going to say Harvard. It's Howard University. Actually, I had it right the first time. Harvard. Ivy Leaguer. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Vikings come out 3 to the near side. Foster under center. Foster. Play action looking. Foster throws down the field and caught Hauling in, John Mills. In his 4th year at a UNLV, a 20-yard gain out to the 47-yard line. First down, Vikings. 7:35 and counting here in the first half. Chiefs up 10-0. 4 wide, Foster under center. 1st and 10. Foster, play action, looking. Foster throws and throws it away. Incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line. .7:24 left to play in the first half. 4 wide, Foster under center on 2nd and 10. Single back. Foster looking. Foster throws, caught, coming across by Rondé James out to the 41-yard line. They cross midfield. A gain of 12. Rondé James, the 4th-year receiver out of Arizona. 1st and 10 for the Vikings at the Kansas City 41-yard line. 3 wide. To the near side, Foster under center. In motion is Merced. Foster, play action. Throws outside and looking for Lawson Underwood, incomplete. He took a big hit. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Vikings at the Kansas City 41-yard line. 6:49 left in the half. Four wide, single back, Foster in the gun. 2nd and 10. Foster looking. Foster in trouble, rolls out, and has to throw it away again. He felt the pressure. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Vikings at the Kansas City 41-yard line. If the Vikings were to lose, it would not eliminate them from the playoffs, but they would have to win next week, and a lot of things would have to happen. 3rd and 10 for the 41-yard line. Foster back. Foster down to the 21-yard line. A gain of 20 and a Minnesota first down. Luke Crosby making the tackle. The 7th-year safety out of UNLV. First and 10 Minnesota at the Kansas City 21-yard line. Vikings come out in the offset eye. Foster under center. Foster to Maffa, and Phil Maffa will lose 2 yards back to the 23-yard line. Tackle made by the linebacker Shane Younger, the rookie out of Oregon State. A loss of 2 to be 2nd and 12. We have the Dolphins hosting the Raiders next. It'll be our Monday night game to wrap up the week. A big game in the AFC. 2 first-place teams coming up next. Could be a preview of the playoffs. 2nd and 12 from the 23-yard line in the I formation. Foster under center. Foster looking. Foster throws near side and incomplete. Looking for Lawson Underwood. Pass was broken up by Darius Banks, the 10th-year defensive back out of Oregon State. 3rd and 12 for the Vikings now at the Kansas City 23-yard line. Chiefs lead at 10-0. 5:45 left in the half. Vikings come out 4 to one side, the near side. Foster in the gun. Now they shift. And now it's 4 wide, single back. Foster looking. It's a blitz. Gets it off to Maffa, and Maffa gets taken down for no gain. Nice tackle there by Daniel Spence, the 3rd-year linebacker out of Tulane. It'll be 4th and 12. And now the Vikings will try a 41-yard field goal to make it a one-possession game. Randy Lloyd will come on, the 4th-year kicker out of Utah State. Randy Lloyd from 41. Snap, kick is up. And it's good, but a flag is down. I think they ran into the kicker. Yeah, he got plowed over. I'm watching the replay now. I have a couple of laptops I monitor with that are on a bit of a delay, so I can watch the play over again. That's roughing the kicker on the Chiefs. Automatic first down. And now the Vikings have it 1st and 10 from the Kansas City 12-yard line. I have the game, what is this, a 55-inch? I have the game on a 55-inch TV in front of me that I'm sitting in front of, and I got 2 laptops that I also monitor with. 1st and 10 for the 12. Foster looking. Foster throws near side, and it's batted down. Knocked away by number 30, Melvin Keith, the rookie out of Louisiana Tech. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Vikings at the Kansas City 12-yard line. Vikings come out 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Foster in the shotgun. Foster looking. Foster throws down the middle and caught back of the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 12-yard touchdown catch by Rondé James gets the Vikings back in this game. Nice footwork in the back of the end zone. They might review this, but it's going to end up being a good catch. I mean, that's definitely a great catch. Let's see if they bother to review that. That clearly shows he's in. There you go, Waldo. TD Vikings. No review. Randy Lloyd for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. The Chiefs lead us now 10-7. A nice 11-play, 73-yard drive for the Vikings. 4:48 left to play here in the first half. Next week, Minnesota will host Detroit to wrap up the regular season. And the Chiefs will be at the Raiders, and that's that showdown to determine the AFC West. There's the kick from the 4-yard line. On the return, Cooper, actually this is Graham, Trey Graham out to the 26-yard line. And that's where the Chiefs will have it 1st and 10. It doesn't matter if both the Raiders or the Chiefs win or lose this week. That game next week will be for the division championship. First and 10 from the 26-yard line, 3 to the far side. Morris in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Morris looking. Morris throws and threw it at the feet of Graham. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. I mean, obviously, if one team wins and the other loses, then the team that wins will have a 1-game lead going into next week. But if the other team were to win, the tiebreakers would go to whoever the other team is. On 2nd and 10 from the 26-yard line, Vaden in motion. Morris looking. Morris throws near side, caught by Vaughn. Manning, and Manning out to the 35. That'll be a gain of 9. It's going to bring up 13 inches for the Chiefs. 4.5 minutes left here in the first half. So basically, the game coming up next between the Raiders and the Dolphins is meaningless for the Raiders too, but not for Miami. 13 inches from the 35. Morris looking, throws, and incomplete. Threw it a bit behind the receiver, Rashard Swift. It'll be 4th down. The Chiefs go 3 and out. And now the Vikings can get the ball back. Minnesota still has an outside chance of winning the division. On 4th down, back to punt, Kenneth Arnold. Arnold gets the punt away. From the 10-yard line, on the return, Ace Ellington out to the 17-yard line. The Vikings, to win the division, will have to win tonight, win against Detroit next week, and the Bears have to beat the Packers. First and 10 from the 17-yard line. 4 wide. Foster in the gun, 1st and 10. Foster hands off to Maffa, and Phil Maffa out to the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd and 5. .342 and counting. 5 wide for the Vikings. Foster in the shotgun, empty backfield. From their own 23-yard line. Foster back, throws. Caught, coming across. Making the catch. Phil Maffa out of the backfield, out to the 32-yard line. A gain of 9, and that'll be a Minnesota first down. Jimmy Jam with Waldo here with you on this Wednesday night. 1st and 10 from the 32. Foster in the gun. Foster back. Throws downfield, and it's knocked down. Broken up by Luke Crosby, the safety, in his 7th year out of UNLV. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Vikings now at their own 32-yard line. Waldo's not here. He's up near the concession where he's always found. Eating popcorn, Misty says. 2nd and 10 from the 32. Maffa in motion. Foster back. Foster looking, throws near side, and he short hopped it, incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Vikings at their own 32. 3:02 left to play here in the first half. Four wide for the Vikings. Foster drops back. Foster looking. Foster rolls out, and Foster gets sacked back at the 25-yard line. A loss of 8. Kevin Crawford on the sack in his 7th year out of Connecticut. Kevin Crawford, the defensive end. And that's going to bring up 4th down for the Vikings. They're going to have to punt. And now Kansas City with a chance to make it a 2-score game going into halftime if they can get a touchdown. It'll be 4th and 18 for Minnesota. James Spalding back to punt. Spalding gets the punt away. From the 28-yard line on the return is Francis Floyd out to the 31-yard line. And that's where the Chiefs will have it, 1st and 10. .228 left in the half. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. Four wide, 3 to the near side. Morris in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Morris looking. Morris throws outside, caught by Manning. Turns upfield, and Von Manning to the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8. Tackle made by Lawrence Burnside, the safety, in his 5th year out of BYU. Will they get the play off before the 2-minute warning? On 2nd and 8, they do not. 2 minutes left in the first half. Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 16, our Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. On 2nd and 8, 4 wide. Morris in the gun. Morris drops back. Rolls out. Morris in trouble and gets taken down at the 29-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 5. Tackle made by Lofton, the linebacker. I'm looking for him. I don't have a Lofton on the Vikings. It must have been Florence. We'll figure it out later. 3rd and 13, 4 wide. 1:55 left. Morris in the shotgun. Graham in motion. The handoff to Manning around the outside, and he goes nowhere. A gain of a yard. Alex Woodson came up, made the tackle. The 5th-year defensive back out of Miami. It'll be 4th and 12. The Vikings take a timeout. They have 1 left, trying to conserve time. Vikings would like a chance to score before halftime. Kenneth Arnold back to punt. Arnold gets the punt away. And that's going to be fielded at the 15-yard line and brought back by Ace Ellington out to the 22-yard line. 1:43 left in the half. The Vikings still have a timeout. 1st and 10. Vikings can tie it up or take the lead here on this drive. They get a twofer. They get the ball first in the second half. Foster looking. Foster still looking. He's going to take off. And Jay Foster with a first down out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 16. A minute 30 and counting. First down Vikings at their own 38-yard line. Three to the far side. Foster under center. Foster looking. Foster still looking. Throws near side and caught by Thomas Merced out to the 45-yard line. They cross midfield, 18 yards to Merced, the former Charger in his 4th year out of Texas Christian. Vikings in the no-huddle offense. 4 receivers wide. Foster back. 1st and 10. Throws and caught down the sideline by Merced again out to the 26. A gain of 19 in a Viking first down. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 46 seconds left in the half. Heads up play running out of bounds. Vikings now in field goal range. Foster looking. Foster rolls out. And Foster takes off. Foster, touchdown, Minnesota. A 26-yard touchdown run by Jay Foster. Nobody around the left side. And the Vikings take the lead before halftime. They go up 13-10. No, rinse it out for me. Great run by Jay Foster, the 5th-year quarterback out of Michigan. How about that, Waldo? You got to like that. And now Randy Lloyd for the point after. Vikings were down 10-0, but they've come back to take the lead here before halftime. And now Lloyd for the extra point here. Kick is up, and it's good. Vikings lead it 14-10. That was a nice run by Foster. Well, the Chiefs had nobody around the left side, so he just took off. 38 seconds left in the half. Kansas City with 3 timeouts. Thank you, Misty. She got me a glass of milk. And now Lloyd will kick off. You feel that at the 5-yard line, bringing it back, Francis Floyd. And Floyd out to the 26-yard line. 35 seconds left in the half. Let's see what the Chiefs can do. They have all 3 of their timeouts. Vikings up 14-10. Waldo says, "Where's my milk?" Well, she'll FedEx you some milk. Can't guarantee it will be good by the time it gets there. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. Vaden in motion. Yep, got milk. Morris looking. And it's a blitz and he fumbles. Ball's sitting there. Vikings pick it up. They get to his feet and the Vikings all the way down to the 4-yard line. Recovering the loose football is Larry Lofton, the 5th-year defensive end out of Illinois. And the Vikings get a huge turnover right before halftime. Who made the hit? The hit was made by number 55. That's Ty Martin, the 8th-year linebacker out of Tennessee. Waldo likes that. And now the Vikings, they can make it a 2-score game going into halftime. They have it 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. 26 seconds left. Evil Dead's going to be kicking himself. He usually always picks the Vikings. He went against the Vikings tonight. Misty says the Vikings are the best. 5 wide. This is Foster. Throws outside and caught by Underwood. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings scored twice in the span of 28 seconds. Lawson Underwood, the 11th year tight end out of Iowa. A 4-yard touchdown catch. And the Vikings go up 20-10 with 22 seconds left in the half. There you go, Waldo. I was surprised when Evil Dead took the Chiefs in this one. Misty says, how dare he? Randy Lloyd for the point after. Kick is up, and it's good. Vikings up 21-10. 22 seconds left in the half. It did surprise me when he took Kansas City in this one. Vikings up by 11 now. Kansas City got out to a 10-0 lead, but 21 unanswered Viking points. They go up 21-10. And now the kickoff by Lloyd from the 6-yard line. On the return this time, Trey Graham. And Graham brings it out to the 32-yard line. 17 seconds left here in the first half. Corey Morris will come back out. I'm hoping Evil Dead checks in to see what he's missing here. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Chiefs come out 5 wide. Morris in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Morris looking. Morris steps up. Morris takes off. And Morris to the 34-yard line. A gain of 2. And that will take us. Looks like that's going to take us to halftime. And it does. Halftime score, Vikings 21, Chiefs 10. Here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Our Week 16 Sunday night game. And the Vikings lead it by a score of 21-10. And the Vikings will get the second half kickoff as well, up by 11. There's the kickoff by Philip Marks. From the 5-yard line on the return. This will be number 23. Trying to figure out who that. Luke Joyner out to the 25-yard line. Evil Dead comes into this game 55 games over 500. Trying to find my pens. All my pens are put away for some reason. Try to leave one out. 1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 25-yard line. Foster hands off to Maffa. And Maffa picks up a yard. Evil Dead's at 138 and 83. 55 games over 500 coming into this one. 2nd and 9 from the 26-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Foster in the shotgun. Foster looking. Foster throws downfield and caught at the 40-yard line by Rondé James. A gain of 14 and a Viking first down. Well, the Vikings started off slow tonight, but they're looking good now against a very good Kansas City team. Remember, the Chiefs are 10-4. The Vikings are 8-6. Vikings still fighting for their playoff lives. They really need to win this week and next week and hope the Packers lose. On 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line, Foster looking, throws, and bounces They're playing volleyball with it. Incomplete. 3 different players had shots at that one. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line. .704 left to play here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings from their own 40. 4 wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster looking. Throws. And it's caught along the sideline. No, incomplete. John Mills couldn't hold on. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10 from the 40-yard line. 7 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. 4 wide for the Vikings. Foster in the shotgun. Foster looking. Foster rolls out. And Foster has to throw it away. Incomplete. And the Viking drive stalls out. They'll have to punt. Up by 11 with 6:55 left in the third quarter. James Spalding, the rookie punter out of Baylor, will come on. As Spalding gets the punt away from the 13-yard line. It's fair caught by Francis Floyd. And now the Chiefs, down by 11, will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 13-yard line. 6:49 left to play here in the third quarter. Our Week 16 Sunday night game here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Morris under center. Morris looking, throws near side, and caught. Making the catch, Zach Ryan, the rookie tight end out of Oklahoma State, out to the 27-yard line. A gain of 14 yards, and that'll be a Kansas City first down. 6:40 and counting. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Morris under center. Morris hands off to Manning around the outside, and Vaughn Manning to the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 to be 2nd and 5. .6:15 in counting. Chiefs come out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Morris in the shotgun. Morris drops back, throws outside, and caught by James Cooper out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3. Jeremy Bell came over and made the tackle. The 9th-year defensive back out of Alabama. 3rd and 3 for the Chiefs at their own 34-yard line. Kansas City comes out 5 wide. Morris under center. Manning in motion. Morris throws and incomplete down the middle. He was looking for Trey Graham. He was well covered by Jeremy Bell. It'll be 4th down, and Kansas City will have to punt. Vikings up 21-10. 5:52 left to play here in the third quarter. Kenneth Arnold back to punt. 5th-year punter out of Michigan. Arnold gets the punt away. And that'll be fielded at about the 16-yard line and brought back out to the 23 by Ace Ellington. First down, Vikings. Minnesota can make it a 3-score game if they get a touchdown. Hard to believe, but the Chiefs were up 10-0 after 1. It's been all Vikings ever since. First and 10, Minnesota at their own 23-yard line. 4 wide, Foster under center. Foster hands off to Rondé James on the end around, and James getting battered and finally goes down at the 25-yard line. A gain of 2, be 2nd and 8. Waldo, who was it the other day that asked me that question? I'll give you a second. 2nd and 8 from the 25 in the I formation. They hand off to Maffa around the outside, and Phil Maffa picks up the first down out to the 42, a gain of 17. The other night, somebody was asking me on Madden 26, if I put the Broncos in a historic uniform, will they play at Mile High? Well, I re-downloaded 26. It's in my library. And the answer is no. But something else I noticed. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. In the I formation. Foster, play action. Throws downfield, and it's caught by Lawson Underwood down to the 34-yard line. 24 yards to Underwood, the 11th-year tight end out of Iowa. So I was playing around with 16, or 26, excuse me. Well, I'll tell you that right after this. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Foster under center. Foster to Maffa around the outside, and Maffa to the 29, a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. I realize now why I don't use 26. I was doing a simulated game on there. There's no 2-minute drill whatsoever. On 2nd and 5 from the 29, in the I formation, Foster under center. Foster to Maffa, and Maffa to the 32-yard line. A loss of 3. It'll be 3rd and 8. Old San Diego, that's right. Well, the answer is still no. But I realize why I don't like 26. The gameplay is not as good. It's choppy. 3rd and 8 from the 32-yard line, 5 wide. Foster back, throws underneath, caught by Maffa. Out to the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. The Vikings going to be short of the 1st down. And the Vikings will try a 44-yard field goal attempt. Randy Lloyd from 44 yards to put the Vikings up by 14. Snap kick is up, and the kick is good. The Vikings lead at 24-10. 24 unanswered points for Minnesota after being down 10-0 early. 3:16 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Our Week 16 Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. Raiders Dolphins up next. That'll be our Monday night game to wrap up the week. $3:16 left to play in the 3rd quarter here. Spalding will kick off from the 8-yard line. On the return, Francis Floyd, and Floyd brings it out to the 30-yard line, and that's where Kansas City will have it. 3:12 left to play in the 3rd. Chiefs now down by 2 touchdowns. Let's see if they can't get back in this game. In the offset I, Morris under center. Morris hands off to Manning, and Von Manning off to the races. One man to beat. Out to the 50-yard line. A gain of 20 for Von Manning. 1st down Chiefs at the 50-yard line. Andrew Spencer, the safety, was the last man standing, and he makes the tackle at the 50-yard line. 3 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. We'll be starting Week 17 tomorrow, our Thursday night game. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line on a Thursday, nonetheless. Morris in the shotgun, Vaden in motion. Morris looking, throws, and caught by Cooper out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 7 to be 2nd and 3. And I forget offhand who the Thursday night game is. Let me take a look. It'll be Pittsburgh and the Chargers tomorrow night. Four wide, 2nd and 3. Morris in the gun. Morris looking. Morris throws deep. And, it's at the last second. Broken up. Great play made by Lawrence Burnside. Or that was a touchdown. The 5th-year safety out of BYU knocks that one away from Cooper. That was 6. That was an easy 6. 3rd and 3, 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. Single back. Takes the snap. Throws outside and caught by Cooper out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 3. And that'll be enough for the first down. That'll move the chains for Kansas City. 1:50 left. Clock moving here in the third quarter. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Morris in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Morris, and end around. They hand off to Swift. Richard Swift around the outside to the 31-yard line, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Richard Swift in his 8th year out of Alcorn State. Second and 1 for Kansas City at the Viking 31-yard line. Chiefs trying to make it a one-score game again. 4 wide. Morris in the gun. Morris looking. Throws and caught underneath by Manning to the 27-yard line. A gain of 4, and that'll be enough for a first down. Down to 47 seconds. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Morris in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Morris drops back. Throws down the middle, and it's caught by Richard Swift again down to the 11-yard line. A gain of 16. And that'll be a Kansas City first down. 26 seconds left in the quarter. Tackle made by Jeremy Bell. 1st and 10 Chiefs at the Viking 11. Down to 17 seconds left in the quarter. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking. Morris throws underneath and caught by Vaden down to the 1-yard line. A gain of 10. It'll be 1st and goal, but that'll do it. At the end of 3, Vikings up 24-10 here at Chapman Sports. Welcome back to Arrowhead Stadium. We start the fourth quarter. 1st and goal. Chiefs at the Viking 1. Graham in motion. Morris throws to Manning, and Manning is in for the touchdown. Dives in. Great effort. A 1-yard touchdown pass to Von Manning, the 7th year back out of Hawaii. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-possession game. He put on the brakes, kept from going out of bounds, and dives into the end zone. And now Philip Marks will come on for the extra point to make it a 7-point game. Marks for the PAT. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. It's a 7-point game. Vikings up 24-17. A lot of time left. 7:56 left in the fourth quarter. We could have overtime. You never know. Vikings still lead by 7. They're doing the tomahawk chop here in Kansas City. I can hear them doing the chant. If you're a bleeding heart liberal, you're probably offended, but you know what? I don't care. Marks will kick off from the 7-yard line. On the return is Luke Joyner, and Joyner out to the 27-yard line. First down, Minnesota. Jay Foster, some highlights. Foster, that was the touchdown earlier in the back of the end zone to Rondé James, and then the touchdown to Lawson Underwood a little while ago. Vikings still lead it 24-17. 7:52 in the fourth quarter. Let's see if the Vikings can make it a 2-score game again. Vikings really need a win to realistically keep their playoff hopes alive. They're 8-6. 4 wide. Foster in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Foster looking. Foster throws near side, and Underwood can't hold on. That was broken up by Leon Holmes, the 5th-year linebacker out of Arkansas. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 27-yard line. We'll have games for you tomorrow. Just don't know what time it will start yet. 2nd and 10 from the 27-yard line. Foster looking. Foster throws deep. He's got a man. High arcing pass. Caught! John Mills down to the 28-yard line. 45 yards to John Mills, the 4th-year receiver out of Arizona. Our game tomorrow could be as early as 8 Eastern or as late as 11 Eastern. Right now, basketball is up in the air tomorrow. Our broadcaster doesn't know if he's going to be able to do the game tomorrow. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line on the offset eye. Foster under center. Foster looking. Throws down the middle and caught by Maffa to the 25-yard line. A gain of 3 to be 2nd and 7. Coming up on 7 minutes left in the game in regulation. Vikings up by 7. Minnesota now at the Kansas City 25. They're in field goal range, trying to make it a 2-score game in the I formation. Foster. Play action. Foster throws and caught down the middle by Rondé James down to the 7-yard line. A gain of 18. 1st down, Vikings. I tell you what, Minnesota's been playing great tonight. Hard to believe they're only 8 and 6. They've been inconsistent though all season. They'll have a great game, then they'll lay an egg. Have a great game and then lay an egg. 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. 6:25 and counting. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Foster in the shotgun. Foster looking. Foster looking. Foster throws and throws it away. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. .6:17 left. Even a field goal makes it a 2-score game here. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Foster in the gun. Foster to Maffa. And Maffa turns inside and gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Tackle made by Leon Holmes, the linebacker. 3rd and goal for the Vikings at the 7-yard line. You know Minnesota wants the touchdown here. On 3rd down. 4 wide for the Vikings. Foster in the shotgun. 3rd and goal. Foster looking. Foster throws, and it's nearly picked off. Should have been. Philip Eric, the 5th-year safety out of Albany. Incomplete. They're looking for Rondé James. And now the Vikings will kick the field goal. This will be a 24-yard attempt. It'll make it a 2-score game. Randy Lloyd from 24 yards. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. And the Vikings lead it by 10, 27-17. Kansas City has to score twice now. They have 5:44 left to play. Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Our Week 16 Sunday night game. Our Week 17 Sunday night game will be the Bears and the Packers. And that'll be for the NFC Central Division crown. There is a caveat to that. I'll tell you here in a second. There's the kick from the 5-yard line. On the return is Francis Floyd. It's going to come down to tiebreakers. If the Packers win that game next week, they win the NFC Central. If the Bears win, they have to win by at least 19 points. Because if the Bears beat the Packers, they'll tie in the standings. They'll have identical conference and division records. And so the next tiebreaker is points. in games against each other. Point differential. 1st and 10 from the 29. Vaden in motion. Looking, throws, and caught by Vaden down to the 34-yard line. Right now in point differential, the Packers lead the Bears by 18 points. So the Bears would have to win that game by 19 points or more. If not, the Packers still win the division. So those weird tiebreakers when you get on down the line. 2nd and 5 from the 34-yard line. Morris is going to take off. And Corey Morris out to the 49-yard line, a gain of 15. And that'll be a Kansas City first down. Coming up on 5 minutes left. Vikings up 27-17. The reason the Packers are up by 18, they beat the Bears by 18 the first time they played. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Morris in the shotgun, 4 wide. Morris back, throws, caught underneath by Justin Vaden to the 44-yard line. A gain of 7, it'll be 2nd and 3. Clock is moving, 4:27 and counting. Vikings up by 10. Chiefs on the move. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking. Morris throws and caught by Trey Graham down to the 32-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Kansas City at the Viking 32. So what if the Bears win by 18? Then it goes to the next tiebreaker, which I'll tell you here in a second. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line, 4 wide. Morris in the gun. Morris looking. Morris rolls out, and Morris gets the first down. Slides at the 18-yard line, a gain of 14 yards, and a Kansas City first down. 3:40 left. Say the Bears win by 18. Then it's total points, all games. I'll have to figure it out. 4 wide, 1st and 10. Morris in the gun. Morris looking. Morris throws and incomplete. He's lucky that wasn't picked off. It was thrown inside. Broken up by Jeremy Bell. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 18-yard line. 3:22 left to play. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Morris in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Morris looking. Morris throws down the middle and caught by Vaden. And Justin Vaden to the 8-yard line. A gain of 10. 1st and goal for the Chiefs. They got to score quickly. We're running out of time. We're down to 3:05. Vikings up by 10. Chiefs go to the no-huddle offense. Morris in the shotgun, single back. Morris back. Morris throws to the end zone. Caught, but James Cooper was out of the end zone. Incomplete. He was open, but he was out of bounds. 2nd and goal from the 8. 2:51 left in regulation. Raiders Dolphins coming up next. 4 wide. Morris in the gun. 2nd and goal. In motion is Kerwin. Morris looking. Throws inside. Caught by Kerwin. Down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and goal. Tom Kerwin, the tight end, in his 2nd year out of Oklahoma. 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. 2:35 and counting. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. Chiefs have to come away with something here. 4 wide. Morris in the gun. They hand off. No, they play action. Morris takes off. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run by Corey Morris. Evil Dead has joined us. I was about to say, Kansas City got out to a 10-0 lead. 24 unanswered Viking points. But now Kansas City has made it 27-23. Misty said the Vikings are the best. That's right. Philip Marks for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. It's now a 1-possession game with 2:18 left. Vikings up 27-24. Kansas City still has all three of their timeouts. It's been a great game. It really has. It's gone back and forth. Two teams trying to lock in their playoffs. This team, more than any other, I know they do. There's the kickoff by Marks from the 5-yard line. On the return, this is Luke Joyner, and Joyner brings it out, I believe, to the 25-yard line. Vikings up by 3. The Chiefs have all three of their timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Can the Vikings hold on? Or can Kansas City force a 3-and-out? 4 wide. Foster in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Foster fakes the handoff, throws down the middle, and incomplete, but a flag. We're going to get pass interference on the Chiefs. They tackled the receiver as he was trying to catch it. That was funny. Philip Herrick, he was in the process of tackling him. 1st down, Vikings out to the 45-yard line. That was funny. Evil Dead doesn't think so, but it was funny. 1st and 10. 2:09 left. We still have 3 timeouts for the Chiefs and the 2-minute warning. Foster under center. Foster to Maffa. And Maffa gets 2 yards out to the 47-yard line. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Live from Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Our Week 16 Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. On 2nd and 8 from the 47-yard line. Foster under center. Foster hands off to Maffa. 1st down, Vikings. Maffa down to the 37-yard line. 16 yards for Phil Maffa in his 2nd year out of Clemson. And that's a 1st down for the Vikings. The Chiefs take a timeout. They can still force a punt here. If they give up one more 1st down, the game is over. 1st and 10 Vikings at the Kansas City 37. Raiders Dolphins up next is right. Foster to Maffa, gets hit in the backfield this time by Luke Crosby, a loss of 2 yards. Chiefs take a timeout. 1:53 left. It'll be 2nd and 12. Vikings up 27-24. Been a great game. It's really been a good game. 4 wide for the Vikings. Foster in the shotgun. Foster to Maffa again up the middle, and Maffa 1st down. That should do it. 17 yards down to the 22-yard line as the Chiefs take their final timeout. Minnesota's going to go to 9-6. Kansas City's going to fall to 10-5. Basically, like I said, a meaningless game for the Chiefs. Win or lose, they're still playing the Raiders for the division championship next week. That part hasn't changed. Foster in the victory formation. Will take a knee. Kansas City cannot stop the clock. A hard-fought 27-24 win for the Vikings. Vikings can still make the playoffs. Now they're going to run a play on 2nd and 11. They hand off to Maffa. It's going to be a loss of 3 back to the 26-yard line. Kansas City will drop to 10-5. There'll be a half game behind the Raiders. And Minnesota goes to 9-6. 1 game behind the Packers. And this should be the last play of the game, as Foster takes a knee. They don't have to snap it again if they don't want to. Vikings keep their playoff hopes alive. And Kansas City will play for the division crown next week. Will they get the kick away? Kick is up. And it's good. Your final score, Minnesota 30, Kansas City 24. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Raiders Dolphins up next. We'll see you then.